Good morning, team. Today is November 8th. Looking at the overall charts today, you can see that we're starting off with a video on the 4 hour. They actually have some news about basically alternative chip because there's a lot of restrictions on exports in China. So let's see how that overall affects the stock. You can see it's a little bit this morning. We're above that 180-day trade line. We're above the EMA. We're approaching a common resistance over here. We have a resistance level over here at that 148. You can see 148 was a previous resistance before, and we basically pulled back from that level. So we want to see if we actually break that 148 and possibly pull up higher into this range over here. We could possibly go from 148, maybe even towards like the 155, maybe even 160, which is a main resistance level. You can see it was rejected multiple times, but looking at the overall chart, the RSI is extremely overbought, so you want to watch out for a possible pullback. Again, this was a previous rejection zone, so if we do start to pull back, watch for the break of 143 down towards that 136, 135 zone. Next stop we're going to talk about is Boeing. So Boeing is actually still moving along, taking off. As you guys know, Boeing had that news about basically more deliveries of their planes and stuff like that. So you can see Boeing is looking like it's doing a gap fill pattern. It was originally trading around here, around that 150 range, and now it's around that 165 range. And it looks like it's trying to head towards that 175 range. So definitely want to watch to see how it's going to be affected over here on the 166. This was a previous resistance zone before. RSI is extremely overbought, but she is continuing to be very bullish. So I want to watch to see how it's going to overall move, if it's going to touch that 174. If it does start coming back, we need a few confirmation levels. We need RSI to be overbought. That's one. MACD crossover. That's two. Break of this EMA. That's three. And most important part, right? Because right now it is still in an upward trend, and this EMA is letting us know that. So once that is violated, you could possibly look for a short position around 160, which was a previous resistance before. So watch for that 160 break, and then we could start basically pulling down towards 153. And that should be a good trade right there. And it could possibly even go lower. So let's see what overall happens with Boeing. Keep this one on watch. Next one we're going to talk about is Meta. Meta has basically been pulling back. You guys see it from that 139. Started to find support at 180. Whenever you guys see a stock drop and go sideways, that means the stock found support. And now we're looking to bounce holding above this 180-day trade line, right? So let's see if this holds. We have a common resistance at 99 over here. You can see it rejected 99 before. Once we break that 99 zone, we could start possibly pushing up higher towards 110 over here. You can see it's pretty much a nice gap to fill on the upside. Overall, RSI is kind of in the middle on the 4 hour. Anything is possible. It could possibly go up or it could possibly drop. So watch for the overall break of 94 to the downside towards that 88 down here. Next one we're going to talk about is Tesla. So Tesla has basically been pulling back lately. A lot of fears with Tesla investors. We actually made a new low this morning. Sheesh, I was waiting for that. She didn't want to wait for me. But overall, Tesla has been on an overall downward trend. I've been actually capturing some nice short positions on it every day. But overall, a lot of fears from basically Elon spending too much time with Twitter, not giving Tesla the love she needs. And you guys can see that we had a common support around here, around like that 196. She's on an overall descending stepping staircase. She had the ascending stepping staircase before. I can't even talk. She had the ascending stepping staircase before. Now she has the descending stepping staircase, and you guys can see she's still on that descending pattern, rejecting the EMA on the way to the downside. Next major support is around like 190. Actually had to go to the 5 year chart to actually look to see where Tesla could possibly head. And you guys can see it very clearly over here. 190 down here was a major support zone. And after we break that 190, we could possibly go lower towards like those 182s. And then 182 is actually that 5 year SMA line over here. So definitely want to watch to see if we break 180 on Tesla. If we do break 180 on Tesla, then it's even worse, because then we could start basically going towards like the 120s, Even the 150 is actually is a main supporter on the 150. So want to watch to see if Tesla holds above that 180 mark. If not, then it's going to be bad news. Overall, MACD is crossed down on the 5-year. Overall, RSI has room to travel. If we look at the 1 year is actually looking to cross down on Tesla, even though it's oversold. So let's see what happens. Hopefully, if the market continues to basically pull back like this on Tesla, then we could see some very bearish positions on Tesla being fulfilled. So let's see what overall happens. This is a crazy drop. Oof. Whoever's inputs is cooking right now. Overall to the upside, let's see if she could possibly bounce. You never even know. The RSI is oversold over here on the 20-day. As you guys know, whenever we're oversold, we do look for a possible bounce. So what if you bounce today? You could possibly get in from 98 towards that 200 level. So let's see what happens. Set your alerts, but sheesh, Tesla is giving it up. Next one we're going to talk about is SPY. Overall market direction, right? So the overall market direction, always jump over towards that 1 year. 1 year was struggling to cross down before, hasn't crossed down, right? Whenever we don't get full confirmation, we always want full confirmation before we enter any trade. And that confirmation starts with the MACD, right? We haven't got that MACD crossover, still crossed up. So overall, SPY is bouncing, right? RSI is in the middle. It has opportunity to go up or down. So there's plenty of opportunities to be had in this market still. So don't get too bearish, don't get too bullish. But overall, right now, if we were to just look at that 1 year, we're getting a lot of bullish signs, right? We got basically the MACD never crossed down. That's bullish. RSI has possibilities for the upside and downsides in the middle. So that's basically neutral. But another bullish sign is we're holding above the EMA. So that is a bullish sign. So always watch out for that, right? So we're holding above the EMA. We tried to break it before. MACD failed to cross. And now we're pushing up. So now we got to see what resistance levels are ahead of us, right? So she had that ascending staircase just like Tesla, decline, and now she has another ascending staircase pattern. You can see she's holding above that 180-day. 180-day MACD has actually crossed over on the 4th. Today's the 8th, and she's continuing that bull trend. She has ways to go to becoming fully overbought. So no doubt in my mind that, hey, SPY could possibly go from 381 all the way to 383, maybe higher. Or SPY could possibly go from 378 or 376 over here, and then we could possibly pull back down. This orange line is representing that 1 year trade line, so that's going to be a major pivot point right here, that 376, and then we could possibly come back down lower. So watch out for that, and that's going to be it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Leave a like and comment below. Peace.